From AM 1680, The Answer, this is Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza, the behind-the-scenes story of the business shakers and movers in the Valley and beyond. And now, here's your host, Lance Cardoza.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me here for Business Leaders Live every week at 9 a.m. here on AM 1680. An exciting week. We have a lot of people coming on the show, and right now from Fresno Food Expo, I'm going to introduce some people from Fresno Food Expo and also some restaurants that'll be coming in, talking about the competition from the Food Expo. But before that, we'd like to celebrate the wins of business, and the 40 Under 40 is going to be coming up. In the class of 2017, we're looking for nominations. If you go to 40u40.com and nominate someone that needs to be recognized under the age of 40 for their work in their community and in business. This show is very exciting to me. Several years back, the Fresno Food Expo came on the scene, and in downtown Fresno, it was on fire. Local produce celebrating the wins of those business people. Luca Petrucci from the Fresno Food Expo and Cohen Communications is here, and he's brought restaurants on to talk to us here on Business Leaders Live. Luca, thank you for being on the program.
Thank you, Lance. Good morning. The Fresno Food Expo is so excited for the expo this Thursday, July 27th. This is the 7th year of the expo, and we are more excited than ever. This year, we have 140 exhibitors throughout Central California. We have exhibitors ranging from beer and wine to ice cream to produce to pretty much everything you can think of. And we're going to be having 650 local, national, and international buyers coming to meet with all these exhibitors. And
that happens on day one. So day one, these buyers come and they get to see our local produce from the Valley.
Yeah, this happens. They start on day one, and it's the morning of day two. So day two, July 27th, is all about buyers. So it's the buyers meet with 140 exhibitors just to talk about their product. And there's buyers from local, international, regional. It's crazy what's happening in Fresno that day.
So on day two, the public, and this is what everybody gets excited about, gets to come in and sample. And they also get to come in and see our restaurateurs. They get to see all the exciting food that come from the breadbasket of the world right here in our San Joaquin Valley.
Yeah, that's why on Thursday, July 27th from 5 to 8 at the convention center, the public can come. And we have exhibitors, we have restaurants for the second year, and that's what we're going to be introducing you to some later. We have 12 restaurants that are going to be making dishes, all from local products throughout Central California.
And judged by a famous chef.
Yes, we're going to have Food Network TV personality Simon Majumdar, who's been seen on Food Network's Cutthroat Kitchen, is going to be there, and he's going to be tasting these for the second year. So it's so awesome to have such a world-renowned individual come to Fresno and interact with restaurants.
So if the public listening right here on AM 1680, they want to participate in the Fresno Food Expo, how do they do so?
Yes, well, tickets are available now for only $50 at FresnoFoodExpo.com. Also, they can go to the Fresno Convention Center and purchase them. They will also be there the day of. So we are really excited to have a few local restaurants that are going to be participating in the public event on Thursday. And the first we have with us is from Limon Peruvian Cuisine. We have Aldo Castillo, one of the owners.
Yeah, Aldo Castillo and Ana, Limon Peruvian Cuisine.
Yes.
And tell us about your restaurant. So you're here in the Valley. You're excited about the Fresno Food Expo.
Yes, we are really excited. Limon, we are here in Fresno for 9 years.
9 years.
We have two locations. One is on Frying and Fort Washington, and the new one we just barely opened last year is Fresno and Marks, Herndon and Marks.
And tell me a little bit about your dishes, Peruvian dishes. What dishes are you known for? Why do people get excited when they come into your restaurant?
Well, Limon, we serve Peruvian cuisine, Peruvian food. But that's make us unique. We bring all our products, spices, not all the products, but products we use local, but spices, peppers, all bring from Peru.
Peru, okay. And so it's known for its spice. It's known for its spice and food. What's your favorite dish that you guys make?
Well, the very traditional dishes that we have is, for example, the lomo saltado, the top sirloin, juice with French fries, tomatoes, and cider rice. And, of course, the ceviche. The ceviche is a raw fish, just barely marinated with lime juice. like a sashimi style.
And what was the first thing you said? What
El
was
lomo
it?
saltado.
Yeah, just the sound of it sounds at advertising. It sounds great. Sounds great. And Anna, if you slide over the mic, and this is your wife.
Yes, Anna.
Right. And good food is family like to have good food. Families like to come in, and good food is surrounded with some love. And I'm sure that's Mom always brings that to the table. Is that something that your restaurant offers?
Yes, of course. Always, we try to feel people, we, as a family, it's like I say, when we bring, we have people in, we treat like our friends, like we know forever, and, we're excited to be here, in Fresno.
And local restaurants need the support of local people, and they go around and experience. And that's one thing that's really good about Fresno is there's a lot of foodies, and a lot of foodies that like to go out and experience new foods and new ideas and new dishes. And what's exciting about this competition, and Luca, they have to use products in this competition with local produce. So they use local produce, and you probably don't want to talk about your dish because you don't want to give it away. But give us a little hint of some of the preparation that comes into that as you prepare for that.
Okay, I will give the microphone to Aldo because he's the expert on that.
He's the expert for that on the design of the dishes.
Yeah, well, we'll be pretty excited. We're gonna make 2 dishes that we make in Peru also. We're not going to mention what is exactly, but we're going to work with Enzo's olive oil. Enzo's table, we have the products too, so we're going to make
right
something
here, local
nice.
company. Yeah,
Yes.
Yep. Okay, cool. Long Heritage, PR Farms, and all of what they've got going. They're great people, the recruities.
Yes, definitely. We are so excited to be participating, and
So those dishes, we use local products. And that's what's great about the Fresno Food Expo. And again, that starts tomorrow on the 26th, and then the big public event on the 27th. And what's really big, and the public doesn't get to see us, and Luca, you could talk to a little bit about that. Buyers from around the world come in. Buyers from around the world see these restaurants, and they come in and they see what's happening here in Fresno. It's a big deal for the.
It's a huge deal because the Central California feeds 1/3 of the nation every single day, and this is what excites these national and international buyers coming to meet with the people that feed the nation. So it's huge. It's so huge, and they're excited every year. This is the 7th year we've had the expo, and the 7th year we had buyers come to our region.
And although as a restaurant here in the Valley, it's great that you have fresh produce all the time. There's all sorts of different produce ideas and new things that you can try. And with your company, how do you go about your day when you're looking at new ideas? Do you go out and look for fresh produce to integrate into your restaurant?
Yes, especially when in Fresno we have a lot of different farmers markets. So you can go check it out and see all the new products. And in this event that we have it's the first year we're going to participate on the Fresno Expo, and the good thing is like a friendly competition that we're going to have there. So more like we can show a little stuff that we have, so people can go try it out.
Oh, yeah. And it gives you a taste and get them to come down to
Yes.
your restaurant. And if someone wants to come down to your restaurant, Limon, and be able to be a part of what you're doing, again, tell the folks where they can find you.
Yes, we have 2 locations, Fryan in Fort Washington, it's in Fresno, and also Herndon and Marks in the West Corner.
And how did both of you get in the restaurant business? What got you to start this? What was that's a hard task to start a restaurant,
Yes.
and to be able to maintain the restaurant. What was your passion?
It is. We coming from the Bay Area. Our family, we are family business. Always be a restaurant. My mother-in-law Luz also was with us here in San Francisco right now. She always check all the sauces and everything that we make also in the restaurant.
Oh, okay. So you have some help, some family help.
Yes.
So you came from the Bay Area and you come to Fresno,
Yes.
breadbasket of the world.
Yeah.
And I tell people all the time, Fresnans are probably our worst marketers because we don't have anything of Fresno, where but then they complain when people talk garbage about Fresno. But we have so much going good, and we have the biggest. I mean, this food expo is incredible. If you haven't been to it, we have so many good things about Fresno, and people. You come from the Bay Area, and you're nodding your heads, and people can't see you, but you're nodding your heads, and you come in and you open a business here. Fresno's got great opportunities for business and people that live here. And Anna, would you agree to that? Coming from the Bay Area and coming here, it gives you an opportunity to succeed, right?
Exactly, so like I say before, we're happy to be here in Fresno and the opportunity, that people give us here. It is a big change, coming from San Francisco to Fresno, but,
It's a culture change.
yeah. But, it is nice, it's like a family. Everyone knows each other, and, that's really nice of Fresno. So
And Fresno,
we're happy to be here.
Fresno's bigger than Oakland. We've got a lot of people
Yes.
here, between Fresno and Clovis area, just this metropolitan area. It's a big community. I'd like to thank you so much for being on the program.
Thank
we
you.
wish you the best. And once again, where can they find your restaurant and the name of your restaurant website?
Limon Restaurant, the Peruvian cuisine, Nuevo Latino fusion. They can find us on Fresno, Friday and Fort Washington and Herndon Marks.
Perfect. We'll be right back with more of the Fresno Food Expo and more restaurants right here on Business Leaders Live. I'm Lance Cardoza. Don't go away. Every Tuesday at 9 a.m., it's Business Leaders Live. We'll be back with the Fresno Food Expo. Kicks off tomorrow.
Power companies jack up your rates again. Go solar American style with Semper Solaris, and they'll pay your electric bill. Go ahead and crank up your AC. Semper Solaris is a multiple award-winning SunPower elite dealer. They're a local licensed solar and roofing contractor and have the highest online ratings. They're A+ rated by the BBB. Semper installs panels from SunPower, an American company that come with a 25-year bumper-to-bumper warranty. The absolute best in the business. They're U.S. veteran-owned. They get the job done with esprit de corps and honor. Get your 30% federal tax credit. Easy financing. Pay nothing for up to 18 months. A $500 discount if anyone in your family is military or a first responder, and $500 more with a downloadable coupon at SemperSolaris.com. And we pay your electric bill. Call Semper Solaris now and run your AC for free. 888-316-1079. 888-316-1079. CSLB number 978152. 2 months electric bill reimbursed up to a maximum of $500 from date of purchase on approved credit. Federal tax credit if eligible. New customers only. Some restrictions apply. Se habla español.
What happens when your desire to heal turns into a nursing degree? Your passion to teach inspires the next generation. Your business savvy grows more than the bottom line. Your heart for helping leads to a degree in social work. What happens when your calling becomes your career? Just about anything. At Fresno Pacific University, we're making every possibility possible with our evening degree completion programs designed for busy adults. Learn more at fpu.edu.
Results may vary, not a solicitation for legal services. If you owe the IRS back taxes, payroll taxes, or have not filed your returns, the IRS will get you. They can take your property, take you to court, even put you in jail. With one call to WALL, you'll never need to talk to the IRS again. Our average client settles for about 10% of what is owed. We offer free face-to-face consultations in your local area. Call 800-727-0433. That's 800-727-0433.
Hi, I'm Rick Bentley, formerly of the Fresno Bee. I now have a TV show. You can catch me on the Coca-Cola Broadcasting channels with my new show called TV Beat with Rick Bentley. Now, what I'm going to do on this show is what I did for my TV column for 18 years. I'm going to try to give you some insight to what's going on in local television and radio. Will be news. I'll give you some updates on hirings and firings. Each week I also plan to have a special guest, somebody who I believe can give you some insight in what's going on in the local media world. The idea is to be a very interactive show, so what I need you to do is sort of check out the website at www.rickbentleytvbeat.com. There you can get information about where you can find all the airings of the show and information about how to connect with me.
Watch Rick Bentley's TV Beat each Saturday at 6:30 p.m. on KGMC, Channel 43.5, and Xfinity Comcast, Channel 378.
Dad, I am totally lost in my math. My teacher goes way over my head. How will I ever pass this class?
I've always been a concerned parent, and I hated to see my daughter struggle with her math. I worried that her poor math skills would hurt her future. It wasn't that she didn't try, but she kept falling further behind. Then we got help with Math Made Easy. Concepts are simplified in a step-by-step approach, and students learn at their own pace. Within weeks, my daughter's grades improved, and she regained her confidence. Math Made Easy has all levels, from arithmetic and fractions to algebra, even calculus. Best of all, it's affordable for everyone. Listen, end the frustration. I'd like you to call now for a 30-day risk-free trial. 1-800-USA-MATH. That's 1-800-872-6284. Call now 1-800-872-6284. 1-800-USA-MATH. Or visit us at mathmadeeasy.com.
Giving you the inside story of business leaders in the Valley and beyond. This is Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for staying tuned in here on Business Leaders Live. It's a really cool episode because we're talking about Fresno Food Expo, and I tell people about this all the time. If you haven't come down and experienced the Fresno Food Expo, you're missing out. Local products, local businesses, buyers from around the world that are checking out these different businesses and celebrating the wins of business people in the food industry right here in Fresno. I have Luca here with the Fresno Food Expo. Luca, people can participate starting on Thursday from general public, but it all starts off tomorrow, right?
Yes, it kicks off tomorrow, and Thursday, July 27th, the public is able to come and experience the Food Expo at Expolicious. Tickets are on sale now for $50 at FresnoFoodExpo.com, and a lot of restaurants are going to be featured there, and Simon Majumdar, a Food Network personality, is going to be judging them.
Judging the restaurants, and you have one of my favorites. One of my favorites.
This is
Ampersand ice cream. Jeff Bennett.
Good morning.
And thank you so much for being on the program. And
absolutely, thanks for having me.
I've been wanting to hear your story for so long because your ice cream, I taste it when it's all over the place, and always wanted to find out the wizard behind the curtain. so tell us about it. How did you get started doing ice cream?
Well, the real wizard behind the curtain is my wife. She is self-taught ice cream maker. And where it kind of came from was about 3 years ago now, my wife and I were looking at Fresno and saying, what can we bring to the table? What can we bring to the city that would make it a little bit cooler place, be something that Fresno can be proud of? And we looked around and saw that bigger cities are having ice cream shops kind of emerging from the woodwork, and the ice cream scene was kind of taking over the yogurt scene in the industry. And so we were like, can we make some ice cream? And we started experimenting at home, and we did that for about a year. And ice cream is a great medium for us because it uses everything the Valley has to offer. I mean, we do dairy here, we have eggs, all the produce, it's all here. So it was just a great medium for us to really showcase what the Valley has to offer. And that's what we love about the Expo, is that last year we used 14 of our 16 ingredients that we showcased last year all came from the Central Valley, which is really awesome.
Partners. All local partners to come
and they were
together
all
at
at the Expo. Yep. And so it's really great for us to be able to see what's fresh in season, work with Food Commons Fresno, and kind of see what's coming through down the pipeline and be able to incorporate that into our ice cream.
Where can people find your ice cream? I know you have over by Fresno High, I believe. They can come in and have ice cream, but you're also all over different events all the time, too.
Yeah, so we do catering, and we are at Gazebo. We are at Moravia Winery. We'll be there this Friday.
Gazebo Gardens.
Gazebo Gardens on Thursday, Friday, and Saturdays at different times of the month. We also serve at Annex Kitchen. And Cracked Pepper, we do a couple specialty flavors for them specifically for their dessert menu. So
good deal.
Out for dinner, you can also find us on a couple dessert menus as well.
And what's great with when you say doing business in Fresno and having a food industry business in Fresno, you have a lot of partners. And with those partners come social media, come marketing, and all those different vendors and partners all celebrate the relationship.
Yeah.
That's what's great about the Fresno Food Expo and what's great about this competition that you're entering. And I'm sure you don't want to tell everything about the competition. Maybe you have already, but you're preparing something pretty cool for this competition?
Yeah, one of our flavors that we'll be doing is going to be a goat cheese with grape jammers and pistachios. So we're from Brant Farms. We'll be using their grape jammers jam and a goat cheese ice cream with some locally grown pistachios mixed in there as well. So it's kind of a play a little bit further on a flavor that we did for National Ice Cream Day that we called the cheese plate, that was goat cheese with dates and pistachios. So it's going to be kind of a fun one.
Wow. So does your wife get you in there, or she keeps you away from me? She's behind the curtain. She runs the show, and she says, you go out there and be the puppet.
She lets me every once in a while get back there and make up some flavors. But it's always a fun experiment, and we experiment at home, and we use a lot of references from different trips that we do and restaurants we've had. We've had flavors that come from cocktails or restaurants we've eaten abroad. So it's always great to kind of throw those together.
This isn't your first year at the Fresno Food Expo. You've been there before. Like I said, I fell in love with that bacon. It was ice cream. We were talking before we went on the air, and you were giving out samples. And you go on that day too, and you can go around and sample all these products. And and I abused it. I went back several times. There's a couple of my favorites you always go back to all the time, and my buddies at Tioga Sequoia went by. So there's one free one for you, Michael Cruz. So I went back there all the time, but I love that ice cream. It's incredible. So you've been there. What does it mean to you as a business to go to the Fresno Food Expo and compete and be a part of this?
The Fresno Food Expo is everything that our company is about. It's about collaborating with other local businesses, showcasing what Fresno is and how awesome it can be and is with all the different products and things that we have here. And it's great to be a part of a community of other chefs that are trying to showcase that as well. So it means a lot to us. Something that we hope to do for many years to come as well.
And it's ampersand ice cream.
Yep.
How did the name come ampersand ice cream? It means something.
Yes.
And what does that mean?
So ampersand is the name for the and symbol. And our vision is to be where great ice cream and community meet. So we're the ampersand that connects community and ice cream together.
And bringing it all together. And that's what's beautiful about a lot of these local businesses and young-minded people. This is a perfect possible 40 under 40 candidate, Jeff, or your wife, and we like to celebrate those wins of those young minds that get behind a social and community movement, not just make a dollar.
Yeah.
And it's about passion and connecting and working with other people to achieve the goals. And it sounds like you guys are doing that. When you come to work, when your wife comes to work, she has the love and the passion of what she's doing. I can tell. We got to bring her on the program one of these days with you guys. But what is it that motivates you every day when you get out of bed? And there's fun things like this, the Fresno Expo, Food Expo, but there's those days it's a challenge. It's a grind. But what motivates you? What excites you about ampersand?
I think what excites me the most is the community aspect. It's when we drive around our neighborhood and we come up on ampersand and we see families and friends hanging out on the street corner in front of our shop, and you see a bustling corner there that when we moved to the neighborhood, there was nothing. That shopping center was completely dead before when we first moved to the neighborhood, and great companies like PDQ and Dusty Buns paved the way for that and for us to kind of grow that. But now to have our neighbors with Quesadilla Gorilla, Cup of Joy, even Fresno Barbershop Company, and seeing all these people coming together and hanging out in a neighborhood and just enjoying the richness of what the Fresno has to offer, it's really cool to be able to see that.
And you create this atmosphere of a foodie culture in that area, which, like you said, there was nothing like that. And it takes one or two people to band together to say, I'm going to make a difference and make a change. And there's a lot of risk involved, as you guys deal with that every day. And everybody in business has a lot of risk. So I applaud organizations. The city of Fresno, I know, played a huge part in getting Fresno Food Expo going and everything that happened. But to be able to do this to support local restaurants and local business and produce of our valley, we always talk about we're the breadbasket of the world, but for so many years we were doing nothing about it. We had little farmers markets here and there, and we had some great farmers markets over the years, but until the Fresno Food Expo came out, it sort of changed the landscape and paved the way for organizations like companies, ampersand, and more.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Where can people go to go get ampersand today? They're thinking of ice cream right now. I know you are, and you know it's morning, but they have a breakfast ice cream, I'm sure. Where can they go?
You can visit us at the corner of Echo and Weldon. Our address is 1940 North Echo. We're 1 block north of McKinley, 1 block east of Palm. And we're open from noon to 11 p.m. 7 days a week.
Perfect. And they have a website?
We do, ampersandicecream.com.
Perfect. Good stuff. So Fresno Food Expo, Luca, where can they get tickets?
They can get tickets online at FresnoFoodExpo.com or also at the Convention Center for $50. Get them while they last.
All right, don't go away. We have more restaurants to come talking about the Fresno Food Expo. Some fun stuff coming up later in the show here on Business Leaders Live. I'm Lance Cardoza, and we're talking Fresno Food Expo.
Every day, Poverello House serves 1,600 meals to homeless men and women and families in Fresno County. That's equivalent to one meal for each person at a sold-out Save Mart Center concert. And we've been doing it all with a warehouse and operations center that has seen much better days. Hello, this is Cruz Avila, Executive Director for the Poverello House. Help us raise the roof and fund the construction of a new fully insulated warehouse at Poverello. Together, let's build something that will have a profound impact on our community. Donate today by visiting www.poverellohouse.org or call us at 498-6988.
There are two things every parent wants when their child goes to college: for their child to do well and a way to afford it. Now, with Discover Student Loans, parents can have the best of both worlds. Not only do our loans cover up to 100% of school-certified costs with zero fees, but we'll give them a cash reward for each new student loan if they earn at least a 3.0 GPA or equivalent. That means every A in history or B in math could help them earn a cash reward for good grades. Just one of the many ways we treat you like you'd treat you. Apply now in 15 minutes or less at discoverstudentloans.com. Limitations apply.
Do you believe that kids today need a caring adult in their lives? Hi, this is Ed Kazmarek with Fresno Madera Youth for Christ. We believe kids need more than that. It takes at least 7 caring adults, a parent, a coach, a pastor, a YFC mentor, to help kids along the difficult journey of being a teenager. Life can be overwhelming. The Youth for Christ team serves at over 35 ministry sites across Fresno and Madera counties, bringing the good news of hope in Jesus Christ. Support Youth for Christ. Visit yfcnow.org today.
Hi, this is Jonathan Keller from California Family Council. Please join me every Monday at 9 a.m. for Life, Family, Liberty, a new radio show here on AM 1680 The Answer. We'll bring you the latest news from Sacramento and Washington, D.C., and help you start your week ready to discuss important topics from an informed perspective. You can find out more at californiafamily.org or on Facebook and Twitter, but make sure you tune in at 9 a.m. every Monday after Jim Franklin. I'm Jonathan Keller, and I'll talk to you soon on Life, Family, Liberty.
With Quicken Loans, the outdated and complicated mortgage process is a thing of the past. Our simple process helps you understand all the details so you can be confident that you're getting the right mortgage. Take your mortgage to the next level and call 800-QUICKEN or go completely online with Rocket Mortgage by Quicken Loans. No matter how you prefer to work with us, we've got what you need to get you through the mortgage process with ease. For 7 years in a row now, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. And for the 3rd year in a row, they also ranked us highest in the nation for mortgage servicing. Whether you're looking to purchase or refinance, now is the time. The rate today on a 30-year fixed-rate mortgage is 3.875%, APR 4.23%. Call 800-QUICKEN or get started online at rocketmortgage.com. Apply simply, understand fully, mortgage confidently.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Call for cost information and conditions. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org number 3030.
One name, 9 locations, the lowest prices anywhere in the valley, with the highest quality furniture. It's Serrano's Furniture. The Serrano's Furniture Galleries are family-owned and operated right here in Central California for over 30 years, giving you top-name brands like Legacy, Parker House, and Klausner. The best prices on America's #1 rated mattresses like Serta, Simmons, and the iComfort Sleep System. Before you buy your furniture online, which comes to your home unassembled, visit a Serrano's Furniture Gallery near you. Serrano strives to give you exceptional customer service as well as giving you the best price and best value. Serrano's Furniture in Fresno, Visalia, Hanford, Porterville, Madera, Tulare, Bakersfield, Delano, and Dinuba. This is the big one, the largest furniture retailer in the valley, Serrano's. For monthly specials, visit serranosfurnituregalleries.com. Are listening to Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza, the behind-the-scenes story of the business shakers and movers in the valley and beyond. Once again, here's Lance Cardoza.
Well, shows like this excite me. We're talking about food. I love food. Who doesn't love food? And we're talking about the Fresno Food Expo. And what's exciting is we're hearing these local stories of businesses that the industry of being in food is a tough industry. And we're in the breadbasket of the world, and the creative dishes and the synergy between these companies talking about food excites me. We've got Luca here from the Fresno Food Expo, and that's happening tomorrow. Buyers from around the world come to this Food Expo downtown Fresno, and then also the public can be a part of it. Correct, Luca?
Yeah, the public can be a part of the expo on Thursday, July 27th. At Expalicious event, we're going to have a lot of local restaurants making dishes with locally sourced food, 140 plus exhibitors, so many samples. It's definitely going to be a night you don't want to miss in Fresno this Thursday.
And they can go to FresnoFoodExpo.com to be able to get tickets for that
Tickets
event.
are available right now at FresnoFoodExpo.com for $50, also at the Convention Center, and I recommend them getting ASAP because at the door they may be sold out by then.
It's a great event, and always go to it and love that event. And what I really love about this is you have a competition with restaurants, and we've been bring in different restaurateurs and to talk about their dish and what they're doing to compete. And you've got another local company in our studio right now. Would you like to introduce our guest?
Yeah, we're so excited to have Meredith Jenkins, the District General Manager of Pressbox Sports Grill. This is their second year partaking in Expolicious, and she's going to talk to you a little more. So go for it, Meredith.
So, Meredith, thank you for being on Business Leaders Live.
Thank you.
Cool. And talk Pressbox. A lot of people know about Pressbox, and if you don't, you want to go find out what Pressbox is all about.
Absolutely.
Tell us about Pressbox Sports Grill.
We have 3 locations. We have 2 in Fresno and 1 in Clovis. It's a local family that's here in the Central Valley, and they're a large family, 7 kids in the family, all very active in sports throughout the years growing up in this area. So
hence the name,
yes,
Pressbox.
Pressbox Sports Grill. So they really wanted to kind of bring that local sports aspect to the Central Valley, and opening up the first location on Fig Garden and Bullard. We started about 8 years ago, and we do a lot of fundraising for local sports teams. We're very big on our food. We have over 20 TVs at every restaurant, so we always show a lot of UFC, any sporting events. We try to make sure that we feature any local sports legends. The decor in our restaurant has a lot of jerseys from local people. Fundraising, again, is one of our biggest things. We like to feature a lot of local sports teams and raise money for them as well. As well as our food, we try to do everything from scratch. All of our food is prepared in-house, and we let our chefs be very creative with a lot of our soups and tacos, and we make our pizza dough. So
it has a lot of reflection of that local flavor.
Absolutely.
And working with other produce companies and integrating that into your dishes.
Yes, we use all local vendors.
Local vendors. Okay,
we try to
great.
keep everything in-house local. All of our companies are all local. So.
And at the Fresno Food Expo, you're going to be competing using local companies, local produce. That's part of the details to be able to compete. And what dish are you working on for this? Can you talk about it?
Absolutely. We are doing a smoked salmon on top of a bed of a fiesta coleslaw with a little garnish of a spicy sriracha mayo on top of a crostini with a little microgreen cilantro on top.
Wow. And people are listening right now on AM 1680, or they think they're sitting at the table and they're saying yes.
Yes.
Yes, I'll take that. So you were at the Fresno Food Expo last year in
Yes.
the competition. Explain to me how the competition works that you experienced and what it meant to you to be Pressbox Sports Grill, being a part of that at the Fresno Food Expo.
Well, we were very pleased and excited to be invited last year and to do it again this year. We really love people who feature the local companies and local businesses. So because that's something that we take a lot of pride in, it's great to be a part of the Food Expo. It's very exciting. You know, you have all those vendors there, and we see new things every year that we haven't seen to take advantage of in some of our new products every time. So
and build those relationships and those connections there, and not only on day 2. So it starts tomorrow on the 26th, where local buyers and all the different vendors are all meeting each other and networking. But the network on day 1 versus even day 2, where the general public comes in, that's great, because that's where the rubber meets the road. You're meeting the people that support your restaurants, but creating those connections for the future dishes and different ideas, that's a big part of participating in the Fresno Food Expo. And so in Pressbox, you meet different people all the time, come
Yes.
up with different ideas.
Absolutely. This year we're using Max's and First Quality Produce. We're very familiar with them, so we wanted to really kind of push those local people that we do use, but we do make new connections every year, which is fun.
Yeah, so anybody that's in the food business and you're not involved with the Fresno Food Expo, you're missing out. And I don't say that as a marketing thing. That's I've always believed in what the Cohen Communications gets behind, and when the city came out with the Fresno Food Expo and the great leadership of Mayor Swearingen in the beginning of getting this launched, and the support of the administration that's here today that still is driving, and I love that they brought it downtown. This is great. It's just a great thing to celebrate the wins of all these industries, food industry, and be able to connect them with other people. Do you have something that in your business you run into challenges all the time? We'd like to talk about that. And in the food business, there's always a lot of challenges. What is the biggest challenge in the restaurant business today that you deal with as a district manager to be able to get over that hump every day, and what motivates you to go into work every day?
Well, we're always striving to be better, you know, every day getting that feedback from people and trying to make every customer happy and making sure that people leave better. They leave happy, they leave excited, and they leave wanting to tell other people about us. And I think that's one of the biggest things that we try to achieve every day is great customer service, great food, and just really executing everything perfectly as much as we can.
And you do a lot of events too. I see
Yes.
with the press boxes, you got comedy, you got all sorts of stuff you've done over the years that I've watched, and that's part of something that the owners wanted to make sure that you had something of a entertainment feel to it too. So you come down, you get entertained, you have nice food.
Yes, we're a very event-forward place. We love to do karaoke. Obviously we do Super Bowl, and we have brunch on Sundays, and we do all kinds of events that are really fun. I mean, we show soccer in the mornings sometimes very early and do a breakfast and coffee thing. So we're a very event-forward place. Makes it fun.
And we're talking about Fresno Food Expo. I've got Luca here. We also have from the Press Box Sports Grill, Meredith Jenkins. Thank you for being on the program.
Thank you.
Where can people find you at the restaurant?
They can personally find me at the Cedar and Shepherd location, Fowler and Herndon, or we also have Fig Garden and Bullard.
Forget
Three
that, the
different
Loop
locations.
is where the
Yes,
Loop is,
Fig Garden
the Fig
Loop,
Garden
Bullard.
Loop, but everybody knows that. When we come back, we're going to talk to Luca a little more about the Fresno Food Expo and also talking about the vision, maybe in the future with the Fresno Food Expo, but more with some restaurants right here on Business Leaders Live. I'm Lance Cardoza. Remember, every Tuesday at 9 a.m., you can join us right here live on Business Leaders. We'll be right back talking Fresno Food Expo.
A little smarter.
What you've been talking about rings rife through this area.
And a lot more informed.
Black man in America. I'm a survivor.
It's Jim Franklin Live.
Just wanted to say I like the show, dude.
Weekday mornings at 8 on AM 1680, The Answer.
In the future, your home's energy footprint is going to be much smaller than it is today. Energy efficiency and green building programs combined with government incentives and private ingenuity will reduce your energy consumption anywhere from 20 to 40%. Green is good, and it will save you money.
Our family at Donald P. Dick, your locally owned and operated heating and air conditioning company, and proud to be the People's Choice Award winner for the 9th straight year, reminds you to go green and save. Call today for a free estimate.
Donald P. Dick is introducing a whole house approach. Air and duct sealing, attic insulation, hot water pipe insulation. Ideas designed to drive the cost of energy down. Plus, your home could qualify for valuable energy rebates. Call Mr. Cool, Donald P. Dick Heating and Air at 255-1644. They'll show you how to save money by saving energy. For 3 generations in Fresno, it's been Donald P. Dick Heating and Air. Call 255-1644 and let Mr. Cool show you how to drive down the cost of home energy.
I'm amazed at what they're putting in cars these days. DVDs, TVs, CD players, satellite radio. Some even have an annoying voice that'll talk back to you and tell you where to turn and when you missed your exit. And I'm not talking about your mother-in-law. But your car was not meant to eat breakfast in. Breakfast was meant to be eaten at a table, prepared fresh and served hot by a friendly face. I'm talking about eggs, bacon, sausage, pancakes, biscuits, and gravy, waffles topped with your favorite fruit, and served on a plate the way that breakfast was meant to be served. Well, those days are not gone because that's the type of home cooking that you'll find at your local Huckleberry's. Let me recommend 2 great locations, Huckleberry's at Bullard and 41 and Huckleberry's at Champlain and Parent. They've plenty of friendly servers ready to help you get in and out fast if you have limited time or to serve your every need if you want a long, leisurely meal. That's Huckleberry's at Bullard and 41 or Champlain and Parent. Oh, don't forget to try their Huckleberry sauce. Tell them I sent you.
Are you living with a growing prostate? Do you pee more often than you used to? Do you wake up to go? Be honest. Is there a drop in your romantic life? Prostate problems don't go away on their own, so you need to call for a free bottle of Super Beta Prostate, the #1 non-prescription formula for your prostate. The ingredients are natural. With Super Beta Prostate, you'll have less urges to urinate, less waking at night, and an improvement in your romantic life. Try it for free. Pay only shipping and handling. Super Beta Prostate is so powerful, you'd have to take 100 saw palmetto capsules to get the same active ingredient in just 1 Super Beta Prostate tablet. Stop running to the bathroom and call us now for your free bottle. Hurry, this free offer won't last. Call 1-800-507-1004. That's 1-800-507-1004. 1-800-507-1004.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
a little smarter,
What you've been talking about rings rife through this area.
and a lot more
I'm a
informed.
black man in America. I'm a survivor.
It's Jim Franklin Live.
Just wanted to say I like your show, dude.
Weekday mornings at 8 on AM 1680, The Answer. Giving you the inside story of business leaders in the Valley and beyond. This is Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza.
Hello, everybody. We're live with Business Leaders Live, and I have Luca from the Fresno Food Expo here, and we're talking to restaurants that are competing in a challenge at the Fresno Food Expo, and we'll talk a little bit about that and talk to our next restaurant here on Business Leaders. I want to remind everybody, nominate your candidate for the 40 Under 40 class of 2017 by going to 40, the letter U, 40.com. Everybody's heard about the Business Street Online's 40 Under 40, and it's time that you recognize that person that you've been thinking about. So go to 40u40.com. And now we'd like to go over to the Fresno Food Expo. This is one of the greatest. A lot of young businesses that are coming up and getting out there and showing what they can do at the Food Expo. And Luca, that's coming up starting tomorrow.
Yep, the Fresno Food Expo is open to the public this Thursday, July 27th. We're going to have some incredible restaurants. We have 12 different restaurants throughout Central California competing using locally sourced food. Tickets are on sale now for $50 at FresnoFoodExpo.com, and the public is welcome to come to sample some restaurant dishes, as well as 140 plus food and beverage companies. So we're really excited, and we're excited to have Rev's California Cuisine with us. We have the executive chef here, Brian, who's going to be talking a little more about what they're doing this year.
Oh, so we have the guy right back in the kitchen that makes it all happen. So Brian, with Rev's, there must be a passion for food.
Well, definitely, and the one good thing is being here in the Valley. I mean, if there's anything about being back home, as I should say, I grew up in the Visalia area, but being gone and not coming back because what we thought as chefs was not a prime place to be, I was wrong.
You're wrong.
So
you were a boomerang.
Oh,
you were a boomerang. So you left
and came
to
back.
find out that everything is here. Everything is here that you need to succeed.
The irony of the whole thing was you'd go to restaurants in San Francisco, East Coast, and you'd see Reedley packaging, Sanger packaging, and it finally hit me, a little slow learner, but it hit me that, you know what, that's where all your produce is coming from.
Yeah.
Central Valley.
And feeding the world.
Yeah. So when we got here, Rev's opened up 2 years ago, and when we opened up, our California cuisine was to stay within a 100-mile radius of product and to let the farmer or the ag dictate what went on our plate, not what we wanted to put on the plate. We would call a local farmer like PK Farms and say, what are you growing? All right, great. That's what we're using. So,
that's what we're looking for.
And that's exactly what Revs is all about.
And what's great, too, you can communicate with those people what your needs are. What your needs are, I'm sure, and say what we're looking for and be able to find out they'll want to meet your need. And you don't have that if you're in Louisiana or you're in Georgia and you're trying to talk to the farmer out here. But you can. You're right here at home, and you're able to do that.
Completely different here. Yeah. I mean, and that's the beauty of it. You can look left, look right, and you have an abundance of product. And that's the beauty of being what we do. We love that fact that we can just make a phone call and it shows up.
Yeah.
And you can't do that everywhere else. Central Valley, by far, of all my time and experience in the business, without a doubt, this has to be the best opportunity any chef can have here. And there's some great chefs here coming to find out to see who's here and what's going on. This is a chef's playground, without a doubt. We have some of the best product out there.
Chef's playground, and they're all playing tomorrow at the Fresno Food Expo. And then the public is coming in to come connect with you. But connecting for you, Rev's California Cuisine, it's really a networking event tomorrow when a lot of buyers come in. They're looking at your product. You're looking at the local products to be able to buy, to be able to better your dishes and have those fresh local dishes. What does it mean to you to connect with those people at this event, Fresno Food Expo?
Well, again, it falls back to where you get to talk to that local vendor. You put a name with a face. It's just not a phone.
Yeah.
And you get to see them in the grocery store. You get to see them out in public. And to be able to talk to them and let them know that we need your product, and it's a great marriage. And when you get to meet all these people and put a face to it, it makes it real.
Yeah.
And what I tell a lot of young chefs is, don't just think your product shows up on a truck. Go meet the vendors. Go get in the dirt and see where these guys are growing their almonds and their grapes and their peaches, and get to know them and know where that product comes from. So that's another good side of it, is that you actually get to put a face to the product.
Absolutely. Rev's California Cuisine. You're going to be competing, and you're competing at the Fresno Food Expo. You're probably working on a dish, and I'm not sure if you can share it. But first, let's talk about what is Rev's California Cuisine. If someone hasn't been there, how do they get there and to your restaurant, and what are some of your dishes that people get excited about?
Rev's California Cuisine was built, actually, wife and I got married 4 years ago, and we were going to vacate back to Vegas and take over an old job back there, and little guy was born, and we ended up staying here in Clovis. Rev's stands for Renee Elaine Velasquez. We named the restaurant after my wife, so we used her initials. Kept everything local as much as we could. Even some of the people that we hire, we try to stay within that same parameter. We didn't bring anybody in. We're located in Old Town Clovis, 401 Clovis Avenue. We're on 4th and Clovis. As far as Revs and what we do, the dishes for us, lobster mac and cheese is probably one of the best dishes that we seem to see fly out of here.
Yeah.
The other one is Harris Ranch beef. We grind our ribeye burger. It's a half-pound burger. We grind it all in-house. We switched some of our seasonings. We switched seasoning over to a company in Armona. So again,
Ravens.
Yeah, yep, you hit it right on the head.
Ravens,
and that's again, we tried it. We try to stay
Bill
with,
and Marlene.
Yep,
I believe Marlene.
Yep. And we get some nice product from them. We switched our bacon and our pork, where we get that from. Another local guy that we use, which, by the way, we're using their pork belly in one of our dishes coming Thursday.
Yeah.
So a little spin on a BLT. So we're going to do a pork belly BLT.
Wow.
Using some other local jams and limes that we got coming out of up north a little bit in Modesto. So, yes, we're definitely staying local with the product.
You know, you're listening to Business Leaders Live, and you're right now getting hungry. And I know 10 o'clock we're off the air, and everybody's going to want to have lunch a little early. And Rev's, I'm sure, has a great lunch special. Open for lunch and dinner?
Open for lunch and dinner. We open lunch is Wednesday through Saturday. We do dinner Tuesday through Saturday night. All our family-style dinners are done on Sunday, and then we do special events on Sunday, Mondays. So we try to keep it a little tight on time. I told the wife, you know, I've been in this business a while, so I definitely need some time to rest.
Yeah.
I'm not definitely young anymore, so we take 2 days off, and we enjoy what the Valley has to bring to us. So we love being here, and it's great being in Clovis.
And you're looking forward to the big competition with that
without
BLT.
a doubt. Gosh, without a doubt. Not just the BLT. We got a couple other products that we're throwing out there. So a little short rib taco we might put out on there. So you never know what might show up from us. So who knows?
And you'll find some new connections out there at the Fresno Food Expo. And I have Luca in here with the Fresno Food Expo. And when we come back here on Business Leaders Live, we'll wrap up and we'll tell you how you can participate in the Fresno Food Expo. And maybe you're in the food industry and you haven't been a part of it. And it's your opportunity to take a look and be a part of it next year. We'll be wrapping up the show of this week's live Business Leaders Live. And thank you so much. Revs, thank you for being in here. And make sure you go out there and support these local businesses. We'll be right back with Business Leaders Live.
Just announced. During the Ford Summer Sales Event, get a Ford F-150 with 0% financing for 60 months, plus an additional $1,000 on top of your trade-in. It's summer's hottest deal on the award-winning Built Ford Tough F-150. Take on summer right with Ford, America's best-selling brand, and save big on the Ford F-150. Get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $1,000 on top of your trade-in. Hurry into the summer sales event, going on now only at your Ford dealer. Best selling based on 2016 sales. Not all buyers qualify for Ford credit financing. 60 months at $1,667 per month per $1,000 financed regardless of down payment. Trade Assist Cash requires trade-in of 95 or newer vehicle, or lease terminated 30 days prior to or 90 days after delivery. Not available on Raptor. See dealer or go to buyfordnow.com for complete details. Take new delivery from dealer stock by July 5th, 2017.
One name, 9 locations, the lowest prices anywhere in the valley, with the highest quality furniture. It's Serrano's Furniture. The Serrano's Furniture Galleries are family-owned and operated right here in Central California for over 30 years, giving you top-name brands like Legacy, Parker House, and Klausner. The best prices on America's #1 rated mattresses like Serta, Simmons, and the iComfort Sleep System. Before you buy your furniture online, which comes to your home unassembled, visit a Serrano's Furniture Gallery near you. Serrano strives to give you exceptional customer service as well as giving you the best price and best value. Serrano's Furniture in Fresno, Visalia, Hanford, Porterville, Madera, Tulare, Bakersfield, Delano, and Dinuba. This is the big one, the largest furniture retailer in the valley, Serrano's. For monthly specials, visit serranosfurnituregalleries.com. You are listening to Business Leaders with Lance Cardoza, the behind-the-scenes story of the business shakers and movers in the valley and beyond. Once again, here's Lance Cardoza.
We've been talking to restaurants this whole hour and talking about the Fresno Food Expo. And I'd like to thank everybody for supporting me and listening to the show Business Leaders Live every Tuesday morning at 9 a.m. on AM 1680. Luca Petrucci, and I've probably said it wrong, but
you said it right.
I got it right, yes. Fresno Food Expo. It all starts tomorrow. Tell people how they can participate in the Fresno Food Expo.
Yes, we are so excited to have the public participate. They're able to come out to Expolicious Thursday night, the 27th, from 5 to 8 to sample local restaurants. This morning we got to talk to Limon Peruvian Cuisine, Ampersand Ice Cream, Pressbox Sports Grill, and Rev's California Cuisine, which are all making dishes this Thursday.
All competing.
All competing.
A celebrity chef is coming in, and he tell me what you're telling me before we went to commercial, or during commercial break, what he sees about Fresno.
Yeah, so Simon Majumdar, who's on the Food Network, he came to the second year in a row, and there's this locally sourced food trend happening nationwide and international, and he's traveled to so many countries, and he sees this trend happening here, and he wants to help make Central California the food capital of the world into a destination that people come to, like Paso Robles for wine, but it can be for food.
That's right, and people, we underestimate how much we have here in Fresno, and the gold mine of being the breadbasket of the world. We like to talk about that, but a lot of times we don't go out and tell the rest of the world. And people that come here, we talked to one restaurant that came from the Bay Area, and it's the land of opportunity. And when you're in the business in the food industry, and you have the support of organizations like the Food Expo that are behind you and a driving force, what a great place to start a business and being in the food industry than right here. Brian Revs was talking about it. Mm-hmm. It's all right here. They go away as a boomerang and they come back and they realize they have it all here.
Yes, I mean, Central California feeds 1/3 of the nation every day. We have everything here, and the public can experience that this Thursday from 5 to 8 at the Convention Center.
Fresno Food Expo kicks off tomorrow, and that's the buyer's portion, and then the next day, everybody can come in and participate. If you haven't been a part of it, come down and support your local community, your local food industry. Next week, right here on Business Leaders Live, I'll be live at 9 a.m. at AM 1680. You can find us online also at www.my1680.com. Thank you, Luca. Thank you for being on the program. And also go to lancecardoza.com for past shows. We'll talk to you next week.
This is an announcement for all people who want to take a risk-free challenge to whiten their teeth in 5 minutes. By calling now, you can whiten your teeth in 5 minutes using clinically proven power swabs. This risk-free challenge is for people whose smile has been yellowed by coffee, tea, red wine, or smoking. The Power Swabs 5-minute challenge is available by responding to this advertisement. If lines are busy, try again. Because the 5-minute challenge is exclusive, it's not available in drugstores. Power Swabs was formulated by Dr. Martin Ginniker and whitens teeth with a patented tooth detergent and whitening agent. It's so effective, we challenge you to try it for 5 minutes to see how white your smile can be. Get it risk-free. Dial 1-800-204-1201. That's 1-800-204-1201. Transform your smile into a, wow, you look great smile. Dial 1-800-204-1201. That's 1-800-204-1201.
Download. The home of Hugh Hewitt, Tim Franklin, Dennis Prager, and Larry Elder.
Connection complete.
AM 1680. KGED, Fresno. The Answer.